Hello, in this chapter I will teach you techniques that can help you to draw easier. The techniques will result in better hand control and smoother drawing. There are 3 main ways I do this for myself. If I discover new techniques in the future, I will update you about them. So let's look at the first technique. The first technique is to adjust the brush and make it smoother with StreamLine. I will use the normal technical pen without any adjustments. I will draw with it. You can see that when drawn freehand, the line is not straight. It is a little wavy. It is not very wavy because I use paper film, which makes it much easier to control the brush. I will talk about that later. Okay, so how do we adjust StreamLine? First, go to the brush panel. Actually, you should duplicate the brush first. This ensures we don't lose the first brush. Okay, then we click here on the first option. It is called stroke path. Adjust the StreamLine option, which is the second option on the list. I will adjust it to about 50%. And then we can give it a go. See, the line has a smoother curve. This is useful for inking when we are doing hair and long lines. This adjustment really helps. If you want, you can adjust more until you're comfortable. Or if you prefer the original one, then you can go to About this brush and reset this brush here. Okay, I think about 50% is okay for me. Click Done. Let's try it. Wow, much smoother. Let's try a curved line. It's much better. Remember, it is adjustable. You can adjust it until you are comfortable. But be careful. The higher you adjust it, the less you can curve the line. It's up to you. Maybe you can create different adjustments, level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. Something like that. Actually, I've already done this for you in the brush set that I gave away. You can see the first 3 brushes have already been adjusted. Okay, that's it for StreamLine. After StreamLine, let's move on to the next technique. This one focuses on the nature of how you draw. It is controlling your hand. I would like you to try and draw a line without resting your hand on the screen. For this, I will use a normal brush. I lift my hand and stroke the line. How is that for you? Is it hard to control? For anyone who uses glass film or normal film, it will be quite hard to control. So that's a hand-lifted drawing. If anyone is struggling to lift their hand, I suggest placing your outer hand on the screen. You can see how I put my outer hand on the screen. Place your hand there lightly. Don't press it, just place it very lightly. Use your outer hand to get a grip on the screen and help to transfer the weight to your fingers. Our outer hand acts as a pivot. And now use your fingers to draw. We need to have some grip so that it's easier to draw the lines. This technique is not exclusive to iPad drawing. You can use it when drawing on paper and canvas too. Artists usually have a wooden frame on which they attach the canvas, and they will put their hand on the frame. Then they use their fingers with the brush to paint. The outer hand has the best grip. If your outer hand is not on the screen, it will be difficult to control. Even with more than 10 years of experience, I still find it hard to control. Anyone who uses glass film, especially, will find it very hard. Try to practice by placing your outer hand down gently and slowly stroking, keeping the line going in the same direction. Don't put too much weight on it, just gently. If we put our hand here and stroke it to here, what should we do with our hand? We lift it, move it, and place it on the screen, then continue. Or if you want to stroke a long line, place your outer hand down gently. Then place the pen on the screen and stroke the line while moving your hand along the line. So keep practicing. Okay? If you have a problem with the dot on the screen when placing your hand, I have the solution. Go to Actions here, then click Prefs here, then click Gesture Controls, then click General, it's the last option. If you have this one turned off, please turn it on. The first one, turn it on, then click Done. Now we don't have the problem when our hand touches the screen accidentally. If our hand touches the screen accidentally and the dots appear, it could ruin our drawing. Now, with this option selected, it's fine. If you always put your hand on the screen, please turn it on. This allows us to be more confident when we draw, and we don't need to worry about mistakes. The last technique, of course, is paper film. This is a must-have item for me. I change it every 2 to 3 weeks. I sell it myself, so I have stock. I don't want you to think I'm selling it to you, but it's really good. This is my brand. I cooperate with OptiShield. When I bought my iPad, I searched for a film that gave me the feeling of real paper. The paper film makes our screens feel like we are drawing on paper. This means it is much easier to control lines when we draw them. However, some people may not like it because it can make the pen blunt quicker. But for me, that's okay because I use it for work. I think it is worth the investment. Also, it makes my work look very good. It helps me to control the lines much easier. Honestly, I can't live without it. Listen to that sound. It will make the screen rough. The texture is excellent for drawing. It feels like we are drawing on A4 paper, something like that. We can control the lines much easier. Can you hear that? It's an accessory that you need to buy. I change it every 2 to 3 weeks because the paper film has its lifespan. If you use it often, I think you should change it every 3 weeks. But if you don't use it for drawing every day like me, you can change it every month or 2. In this pack, there are 2 pieces. But it depends. Some people like matte film, some like glass film. Everyone should try to find out what helps them to stroke the line easier, smoother, and more comfortably. I don't force you to buy the paper film. Okay, those are my 3 techniques. If I have new techniques in the future, I will update everyone for sure. Let's move on to the next chapter.